Hi, my name is Daniel Grziglia, and I'm here to present to you my term project for 15112, Fundamentals of Programming and Computer Science at Carnegie Mellon University. For my term project, I made Online Slime, which is a browser-based online multiplayer version of Slime Volleyball. For those of you who aren't familiar with Slime Volleyball, it's a game that was developed about 10 years ago. It's relatively simple. It involves two half circles, which are called slimes, and they play volleyball with each other. So for this project, I decided to make an online multiplayer version of that so that you could play this game with all your friends on different computers. Alright, so probably the best way to demonstrate this game is to have two browsers side by side, because as explained earlier, this is an online multiplayer game, so just showing it in one browser is kind of useless. So I'm going to put focus here in the left browser, and when I first load the game, I'm presented with the login screen, and the game's going to ask for my nickname. So I'm just going to put in Ziggles, which is my nickname, and it's going to say I'm connected to the server. And then after that, it's going to open up the player lobby. So this is the lobby of all the players that are currently connected on the server. Now, since there's nobody connected right now, except for myself, it's pretty much empty. But if I go on the browser here to the right, and I log in, say that's Chrome, you can see that both browsers now reflect the players that are online and connected. So now let's say that I want to start a game with Chrome. So I'm going to go here and I'm going to press his name on the left sidebar. And then that's going to say on here that I sent an invite to Chrome. And as you can see on the right, immediately we got a little notification here saying that Ziggles has invited me to play. So I'm going to press accept. Now what's going to happen here is that we're going to be joined into a game lobby, right? So the game lobby has a list of the players that are currently connected in that lobby, as well as some options, right? So as a user, I can leave the lobby if I want to, or I can start the game. And below that, there's a lobby chat. So say after the end of the round, you want to have some remarks about how bad the other player was or how good you were or something like that. You can just type anything at the bottom, and it'll show up on both browsers or anyone connected to the lobby. So, it's real time, so which is kind of cool. So you can type back and forth and have a little conversation going. But anyways, so I'm gonna start the game here on the left, and it's gonna go into the game. So the positions, the sides are randomly picked by the server. And as you can see, we have each player has a different color. So me is Ziggles, I'm kind of blue, and Chrome's kind of green. These colors are randomly picked once you join the server, and they stick with you until you leave. So if you join another lobby, you're going to have the same blue color. So as you can see, when I move up and down on Chrome on the left, or in the browser on the left, you can see how on both browsers the player position is updated as well as the ball. And when I strike to play against Chrome here, I can get points, and it registers on both browsers the events that are happening, such as scores being added or the ball hitting the floor. So the game is finished when you have 10 points. So I'm going to see if I can beat this guy pretty quickly. Hopefully it'll happen quite fast because no one else is playing in another browser. So, oh shoot. Oh well, let's try this again here. So all the physics in this game are custom made, so there's no framework that does this. This is all vector-based physics, so when the ball hits the other player, it bounces off based off of a reflection of the vector, which is pretty cool. So let's see, 7 points here, up to 8 and 9, hopefully. And then, alright, here we go, game point. So as you can see, both browsers said that the game was over, and then we jumped back into the lobby. So as we can continue our conversation in the chat, we can leave the lobby, we can start another game, or we can say I don't want to play this person anymore and I want to invite somebody else. So a lot of focus in this project was put on the online aspect of the game. So I really wanted to make something that you could easily adapt to any other game that's not just Slime Volleyball. So the game itself, or the way it's set up, is that there's a lot of exceptions that it has to handle in order to make the lobby robust and the server robust. So for example, things like you have to enter a nickname before entering, or if I log in as Chrome here, right? I obviously shouldn't be able to log in as Chrome here, right? It's going to say nickname is already taken. So let's log in, as Ziggles on this side. And other things that happen. So for example, if the server were somehow to shut off, right, or something happened, you lose connection to the server, right? Both browsers register that it's disconnected from the server, and if you try to reconnect, it's gonna not be able to connect, obviously, because the server's off. But if I turn it back on again, and I can reconnect to the server, I can reconnect here, and then we're back to where we started. And it's the same thing. So if I were to, open a lobby here with this person, and I were to start a game, right? And somehow, I left the game here, or some reason happened, we got disconnected. On this browser, it's going to register the event, and it's going to join back in the lobby with only one person, right? And it's not going to let me start a game because there's not enough players in the lobby. Alright, let's look at some other cool things that this game has. So for example, right here we have right now 5 other players online, and you can see them based off of on the sidebar. So let's suppose that another person decides to log in, right? So let's say another person. So as you can see here, once more than 5 players are logged in at once, a search bar appears. So you can imagine if there's a lobby where there's a lot of people and you need to find someone, like one of your friends, but you don't his nickname. You can easily search by the nickname, and then you can play them, right? So for example, I'm gonna play Shep, who's my roommate, and I'm gonna invite him here, and then he's gonna accept. So pay attention to what happens here on the right side, on the right browser, when I press Start Game. So we are now playing each other, and you can see on the browser on the right, it registered that the 2 other players are in game, so I can actually invite these players until they are back in the lobby. So for example, if I were to press return to lobby here, the game's going to be over, and they're now back in the lobby. So now I can, as another player, invite them to join a lobby and whatnot. And that concludes the presentation of my term project. I hope you guys all liked it. If you have any questions, please feel free to email me. I'll put my email in the video description down below or somewhere in this video. Thanks for watching, guys.